Well, January is coming to an end here. Was able to take a few different trades today, but overall, man, we just have really been having some like slowish action. We're talking like 10, 15, maybe 20 point moves every now and then. But really it's like those 5 to 10 point moves. And for me, that's very challenging to trade. I typically am looking for like 5, 10, 15 points, maybe 20 points on a move out of a 30, 40, 50 point move. You know, I'm just not good at completely timing tops and bottoms in order to catch like 10 points out of a move out of a 10 point range. And so it's just been challenging. So we'll see what the rest of this week brings, but let's go and dive into the recap right now. Yo! Good morning. Welcome to the stream. All right. The Nasdaq is potentially not opening up at VWAP. Shocker. Maybe. All right. News-wise today, we got jolts at 9 o'clock. Consumer confidence. So I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked to see us go sideways until jolts and consumer confidence. So sideways till 9 o'clock, top of the hour. And then after that, you know, we have a move. Let's look at the daily structure. We ended up pumping pretty nicely yesterday. I fumbled the bag just yesterday, just straight up. I had a long at 34 that I fumbled for like 6 points that would have run for, you know, 170 or whatever. I had a long off of IBH, which ran 100 plus points that I fumbled the bag on. It's just frustrating, but whatever. We do have a daily wick test here. Look at this. Down at 33. Kind of an interesting spot. If we go down to the 620, 630, we might have already gotten it. Like, it's close enough to where it's maybe good enough. But if we float 30 points off the open to the downside, kind of an interesting spot there, not gonna lie. But we will see. So just something to keep an eye out would be this 630s ish level, 620, 630 level for a potential bounce continuation if we want to go up. I wouldn't be shocked to see us continue going up though. Not at all. I'm going to take one here. We have a little bit of selling going on right at the bottom of the range. So it's a cheap trade. I guess stopped out. All right, down 70 bucks. Worth it. We ended up sweeping the lows. Man, I could have potentially had it just a little bit looser. Potentially a little looser. Look how they're drawing. I hate to be that guy. They're actually drawing the line on the 5 minute, but this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the run back up into 76, 77, 78, right into volume. That's okay. Worth a stab. How did you discover magical 20s and 80s? I just watch the market too much. You watch the market enough and you talk about it enough, you realize you talk about like, oh wow, we bounced off the 20s again. Oh wow, we bounced off the 80s again. Like you realize you just start talking about it a lot. So, I mean, here we have the rotation from 80s to 20s. It's a perfect 80 to 20 rotation here. Not shocking. Go back down, trade the overnight lows. Could be an interesting long. 45, assuming buyers hold up. Value area low here at 48.5. Prior open at 45. A little bit of sellers here as we push into the prior open. Yo, Ryan with the 5 gifted. Appreciate you, bro. Cheers. Thanks, man. Chad, if you just got gifted from Ryan, drop a GG and a handshake. Maybe even a thank you. Get above 50, go rotate back to volume. Be pretty ideal in my opinion. Get some more buyers as we push 61 again. I'm I'm gonna go ahead and put a sell stop in here just to lock in whatever I have. I don't want to lose money on this trade, but I do want to try and let it run up into 70. We're not getting a ton of buyers here. I put my stop in and it just immediately snaps the downside. Market maker, stop. Stop that nonsense. Break even. It went up what, 10 points, maybe 9 points. I think I for sure saw 9 points. And then we had a ligma up at the top. I wanted us to get a little bit more push there. It didn't happen. Could have taken the 5 points, could have taken the 8 points. I wanted the push, the continuation. I thought for sure us getting above 50 was gonna look really strong, and it did for a little bit. Like everything held up for the most part until the high, and we got slapped off the high. So whatever. Okay, we're coming into the 20s and IB low here. I'm very interested in this area. I want to see what happens here though, because we are very close to the sweep. And I think a sweep would make sense. I'd probably prefer a sweep, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get in and see what happens. We got a 1 minute doji here. Wish we had some more buyers. For sure. Got a couple of blocks or higher, right? We got this like 50 block here, or 100. It's 100 actually, 31, which is the one that's always moving around. And then higher up, we got 230 sitting at the overnight lows. 227. That being said, we also got like what, 50 down here, 118, which is the 10-point spread one. Both of these, they sit 10 points off of price always for some reason. So like to me, the overnight lows looks pretty interesting, right? Because we got 230 sitting up there. I'm not going to say that 230 gets traded, but it definitely feels like a magnet getting pulled, like pulling us into value area low and the overnight lows, right? Off of initial balance. Because if we're ranging, initial balance would be a good spot to range off of, right? The problem is that we don't have that many buyers right now. Like delta represents market buyers, right? Aggressive buyers and aggressive sellers, right? So we had aggressive sellers on this whole move down. Now we want to see some aggressive buying start taking place, right? We want to see some green pushing us higher. Without green pushing us higher, we can just assume that the ask is getting lifted in a way, right? This 218 now is at 36. They pulled it. So to me, it's watching value area low and the overnight lows right now is pretty important. Again, want to see some more buyers here, but watching the overnight lows and value area lows is pretty important. Isn't it illegal to spoof the order book like that? Not if they had true intentions, right? How can you prove not true intentions, to be honest? The ones moving 100 back and forth, it's just like some weird algorithm. It's just 10 points each way. And then moving it up 10 points off price is just like, I mean, it's like an act of God, right? If you're going to get swept, you're going to get swept. I got to take it off here. I don't want to, but I need to lock in. Like, I got to get slightly green on the session here. We still don't have that many buyers. Rejecting the prior open. Maybe we push out of it. Maybe I bought the low of day. I don't know, but at least I'm not worrying about the session right now. Like, I got out of my little bit of red. I'm covered commissions at this point. I'm very flat on the day.